Right, today we're parked up in the forest and we're going to have a little look at 5 things I think you could do with if you've got one of these vans, whether you're living in it or just using it. So let's have a look. Right, today I want to look at 5 things that I think that you could do with, whether you either live in one of these vans or whether you just use it at the weekends. And the first thing is a Panda. Not a real one, but one of these. And it's a mattress topper. And this is a thick memory foam. It's made with some sort of bamboo stuff. And it makes it super comfortable. It makes these beds that are sometimes uncomfortable really comfortable. And as you saw, you can just roll this back up and it stays out the way for when you need to put the chair back. And there you can see when it's rolled up, it stays in there nicely. And now I can put the bed back to the seat position. Right, so that's the bed away now, and it tucks away nicely. Now that wasn't cheap, that was about £100 I think off of Amazon, but worth every single penny. I'd buy one of those in a heartbeat. Right, the second thing is a Jackery. This is the 1000, so it's 1000 watts of power in here. This I got in the sales just before Christmas, so this was £600, but it came with a solar panel that you could just lay on the ground and plug into this to charge it up. But this is brilliant, it's been really good, and obviously I can just power a kettle if we're out, if I didn't want to use the gas, a little toaster, I can charge laptops, cameras, all sorts of stuff. It's really good, and it holds the power for a long time. And yeah, super pleased with it. It's not super light, but yeah, again, I think it's worth every penny. Right, next up is the diesel heater. Now I've had mine installed underneath the driver's seat there. So yeah, so the diesel heater is fitted underneath the driver's seat. Now that wasn't cheap. It was probably about £900. The one I've gone for is an MV Aero. So it's not one of the cheap Chinese diesel heaters. The reason I didn't want one of those is that you have to have the little fuel tank inside the van if you've got one of those 150 quid heaters, whereas this is fed from the actual diesel tank of the vehicle, and it comes up through that into the little heater there, and it's powered off of my leisure battery. So it is expensive, but worth every penny, especially in the winter. Right, the next thing I like is these Tefal pots. These are non-stick pots, they're great for cooking, and it has a handle that can easily be detached. So it means you can have all the different shaped pots all stacked up inside of each other and just one handle that covers everything, whether it be the frying pan all the way to saucepans. And the fifth thing is this little ridge monkey here, which is, and it's very difficult to get out, a little pan like so. And so you can use that to make things like toasted sandwiches, you can do pizza in there, you can do crumpets, you can cook stuff in there as well, you can cook sausages in there, you could heat up a pie or a sausage roll. There's all sorts of stuff you can do with this. This is great. We like the toasted sandwiches done in here, but yeah, that's the fifth thing. Right, and I know I said 5 things, but I think I'll treat you to a sixth, and that is this Trekology chairs, and these are lovely. This, by the way, weighs next to nothing, and then bundles of poles in your seat. And it's a little bit fiddly, but it's worth it. And there you go. It is absolutely brilliant. Super comfy. If you're going off out for a walk somewhere and you want to stick this in your backpack, then you can take it with you. And yeah, there you go. You've got little pockets at the side. So there you go. That's 6 things then that I think it's worth having if you're going to have one of these vans, whether you want to live in it or just go away for holidays or weekends. Right, thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one.